विघ्नेश आलो चारू Welcome live this Wednesday night to St Andrews. It's the second full week of the 2019 Bodog Roots Premier League, and we start with the team that was so impressive last week in beating last season's champions, the Superheroes, by 4-2. It's Liverpool CF against FC Bandra, who came away with a 0-0 draw against 10-man Bombay Kings 6 nights ago. Referee for this one is referee Tambay. Liverpool's in their purple shirts, FC Bandra in the white. And one programming note: despite the fact he wore 22 last week, Anthony Pakora, due to a ripped shirt, I'm told, is wearing number 11, the number 11 of Dinesh Janchandani. So look out for Pex wearing 11. 2 goals for him last week, 2 goals as well for Manavendra Mishra. So we know the Liverpools have got goals in them. The question is, have FC Bandra? Because there's no escaping the fact they were bitterly disappointing 6 nights ago. You're watching live coverage of this Bodog Roots Premier League on OnePlay Sports social media network. The 4 games tonight, after Bandra and Liverpools have played this one out over 2 25-minute halves. It'll be the Sharks against the Daredevils, looking to bounce back from that reverse to Liverpools last week. Then the Superheroes and the Titans, followed by the Warriors and the Kings. Of course, getting my Daredevils and Superheroes mixed up there. It was the Superheroes that were thumped 4-2 by Liverpools 6 nights ago. So Bandra North, second match day about to get underway, and is Kishtij Saklikar going to take a poke from Ranger? It looks like he is. Just coming up to 5 to 7 in the evening IST, local time here in the heart of Mumbai. Not quite sure what the delay is. Referee Tambay quite rightly keen for them to get on with it here. Who's going to take this effort from range? Also over it is Asif Khan, who we saw plenty of pace from last week. Looks like Asif Khan's going to have a poke at goal, is he? Well, this seems to be the de rigueur to start the game like that, and a pretty poor effort to set things going for FC Bandra, looking to bounce back. It was Divayan Batra with the effort there. An early offside call against the Liverpools. Real handful last week were Mishra and Pakora. Gave the Superheroes all kinds of problems. Asif Khan gets it through to Divayan Batra. Out with that deflection, it's a goal kick. Gaurav sensibly trying to play it quickly, not giving the FC Bandra boys the time to reset. Yash Patel closed down really quickly and really brightly. Played in by Varun Gupta, who gets it back. Varun looks up. Oh, look at that. Mishra, it's not gone. That ball stayed in. They can't believe it, but Mishra's away and running here. Look at the Pakora in the middle. Pakora's first touch let him down badly there. That was a real chance. Pressure on the assistant referee already. Yash amongst the players, not too impressed. I must say, I was right on top of that, and I wasn't convinced it had gone out on the full. You've got to play to the whistle. Good hustle from Mishra. Route 1 straight through the middle, well won in the air by Gaurav Asamal, and that's a really good challenge. Oh, that's brilliantly won from Danny Knott. Given up though, and a chance for FC Bandra, who just can't keep possession at the moment. They'll get a chance now through Divyam, just over the bar, as Liverpool stopper Manthan Shah looks on. From one keeper to the other. Can you find out who's in goal for life? Goal for life. Yeah, for life.
Come on, boys!
All the way through to the goalkeeper, Manthan Shah. Gaurav Asamal. Pakora. There's been a quiet start to this game. Asif Khan manages to win the kick in, and there's a runner here. Yash is looking for this on the run, and despite getting in each other's way, the two Liverpool defenders eventually get it away through Gaurav Asamal. Offside just inside FC Bandra territory. That'll be frustrating for Manavendra Mishra, and it's back with Mahesh Singh to clear. Finds Yash, who's looked busy trying to get involved in the game, but he's very well closed down early on. Oh, Pakora went sliding in there and just about got away with it, but it's still in possession and just past the post. Ishan Pujari, or I should say Kai Valya. Apologies, Kai Valya it was with that shot that just whistled wide. Pakora drops deep, and that's straight through. Oh, they've let that bounce. That could have been a mistake. Want handball, and have they got handball? I think they have. It's going to be a free kick, is it? Yes, free kick to Liverpool. About 12 yards from goal. Didn't see any goals direct from free kicks here at St Andrews last Wednesday and Thursday. We saw a couple. One of them an absolute shocker in the Juhu League on Friday night. Mishra's going to lead this to Pakora to blast. Anthony Pakora, 2 goals last week in the 4-2 drubbing of the Superheroes, and it looks sure as eggs. He's going to try and blast through this wall now. Mishra causing mischief in the wall, and not for the first time this season. Very difficult to penetrate those walls when the wall's only 5 yards back, but they get a corner out of it. Daniel Knott's over to take. Runners in the middle. Daniel Knott's corner is past everyone, but look at this. It was a vain attempt ultimately for Vikram Asamal to try and get there. Oh, a little bit ambitious from Dhruv Tahil there, and that was an opportunity for Akram Asamal just over the bar. But they're beginning to assert their dominance here, Liverpool, but they could do with the breakthrough. Pakora is offside. And that's the 3rd time he's been caught offside already in this game, and we're barely 5-6 minutes in. Asif Khan brushed off the ball there, but quality's just not there at the moment. 6 minutes 20 seconds gone. Liverpool's 0, FC Bandra 0. Oh, that's lovely work. Not the first decent touch that Kai Valya has shown, but able to find a support player. So it's back to Manthan Shah to clear. Pakora's there and taking no chances, heading it out for a corner. Kai Valya. Anirudh Shah's over to take this. Oh, up for the header was Mishra. Pakora just trying to hook it back in. Dhruv Tahil. Just not happening for them in the final third. FC Bandra, you get the feeling goals are going to be their problem this season, just as they were 6 nights ago. and they couldn't find a way past the 10 men of the Bombay Kings. Oh, this is one for chasing. Daniel Knott just unable to get there. Noticeable that Anthony Pecora appears to have dropped a little deeper after playing almost exclusively up front last week. If you've got the engine, we talked about this last week, it's brilliant to have a player that can run from end to end for the whole game. Oh, Pecora's cut that brilliantly, but the touch just let him down. Disappointment from Mishra, who was waiting for the pass. He did the hard part, Anthony Pecora, but the touch of the clearance just wasn't there. Pecora again switches it to Mishra. Header in from Mishra's a good one. It comes out to Pecora. Always rising, but another chance goes begging for live pools. Mishra on the turn, just wide of the post. What an effort that is. Manavendra Mishra, the closest that live pools have come for a goal tonight. Triff Tahil, Route 1 stuff again. They managed to get the flick on here. Asif Khan turns well. Oh, what a tackle. Marvellous tackle from Vikram Asamoah. Unfortunate really to concede the free kick. There wasn't much he could do about it, but it was great work from Vikram Asamoah there. Nevertheless, having just seen Anthony Pecora smash one into the wall from the other end from about this range, will Mahesh Singh or Asif Khan be able to broach the three-man wall of live pools here? Asif Khan plays it diagonally. That's a great ball and a good tackle as well. Are they going to get a corner out of this? They are. Off, my word. He's just knocked down Gaurav Asamoah like a Christmas tree, the keeper. Manthan Shah was trying to bluff the referee into letting it go for a goal kick, and in doing so he's almost knocked his centre-back Gaurav Asamoah spark out. Gaurav, being the trooper that he is, gets back to his feet eventually, but he'll feel that on the back of his neck, and after all that it will be a corner. And that's going to be a free kick now, as opposed to the corner kick. Maybe there was an offside I missed there. Anthony Pecora. That was a vain chase for Sagar Sarathi. Change coming for FC Bandra. Andy Van Eyck comes in to replace Fiji. Varun Gupta. My word, where's that gone from Vikram Asamoah? High and not handsome.
Back in position.
Reminder, you're watching live coverage of the Roots Premier League, brought to you by Bodog on the One Play Sports Network. Big thank you to our branding partners, the Flag Company, our hydration partners at Miqua, and the good old Raw Pressery, providing some very refreshing beverages here for all the spectators and athletes. Not having it all their own way this week, live pools. They are the better team, but not been able to break down a resolute FC Bandra as yet. Free header for Gaurav Asamoah, finds Mishra. Asif Khan, intelligent football, kidding Anirudh Shah out of it. And Asif Khan is over to take the kick in. He's looking for Andy Van Eyck on the run. Andy Van Eyck yet to touch the ball since his introduction. He might get a chance now. Or will they go all the way on their own? What a run this is, and the shot and the great save. Sensational run from Divyan Batra. Equal to it, Manthan Shah, but that's the brightest that FC Bandra have looked going forward so far as we reach the halfway mark in this first half.
Nice one, Divyan, nice one. Come on.
Well, Manthan Shah's just come up with the best save of the game so far. That'll go through to his opposite number, Dhruv Tahil. Oh, Anthony Pakura, as he always does, nearly latching onto a bit of charity. Mishra's in some space. Pakura waits for it in the middle. Mishra's cross just pulled back too far for Pakura, who indicates he wanted it in the air. And FC Bandra will get the kick in. Oh, the live pulls swarming all over Yash and Mahesh Singh straight away. That's worked out okay in terms of territory for the live pulls, and that's off the back of Anthony Pakura. Straight back to Dhruv Tahil. Asif Khan not having to see many of his mazy runs so far, and he's been dispossessed there, but wins a cheapish free kick. Andy Van Eyck's yet to touch the ball since he came on 2 minutes ago. Well, he's winding up here to take it out wide to Yash. Yash looks for the return. Well read by Vikram Asamal, but the kicking goes to FC Bandra. Just over 10 to play in this first half. Still live pools nil, FC Bandra nil in this opening game of the second match night in the Bodog North Roots Premier League. Oof. Andy Van Eyck, there's his touch, and he slips as he lets go. In some discomfort is Daniel Knott. Didn't see anyone touch him. I wonder if he's pulled a muscle holding his left knee. That doesn't look good, and there'll be an injury break here as Daniel Knott is assessed. Might be he twisted that knee as he came down.
Daniel!
Well, after looking like he was going to be in hospital for 3 weeks when he went down there, he does seem okay now. Daniel Knott, he is taken off as a precaution, needs to come back on. Referee Tabe has allowed him back on. Asif Khan into Kshitij Shaldikar. Well, FC Bandra's games have now gone an hour and 5 minutes without a goal in this 8-a-side format. Oh, Dhruv Tahil getting himself in a bit of a muddle there. Luckily for him, no one was pressuring. He goes route one, and that should run comfortably through to Manthan Shah. Oh, nice first touch ball from Pakura. Mishra unable to get enough purchase on it to try and get it back to him, and Asif Khan is away. Now let's see if we can see some of his speed down the left side. He switches play. But they lose out, and Vikram Asamal wants to get on with it quickly, looking for Pakura, but it's over his head. Corner, not been too many of them in the game so far. Live pause with the corner ball. Mishra's up for it. Pakura's up for it. Daniel Knott is up for it. Pakura's header never looked like it had the power to trouble the keeper. Hooked back in by Vikram Asamal. And there's a looping header from Manavendra Mishra. It's over the bar. Oh, well intercepted by Daniel Knott, showing no ill effects after going down in a nasty looking spill moments ago. But that'll be a goal kick. Can see the Sharks and the Daredevils arriving. Oh, what a shot that is, and what a goal! Manavendra Mishra out of nothing on the turn. Links up with Pakura once again, and what a stunning way to get his third goal of the season. Manavendra Mishra on the turn, right foot volley. Let's have a look at that one back. Dhruv Tahil, absolutely no chance, and the live pools lead with 6.5 to play in the first half. Keeper needs to keep that in to prevent the corner, and just about does it, only just mind. Well, we've seen some stunning goals through the first week and almost one half of football, and that's right up there with them. Great technique from Manavendra Mishra, and it's the Pakora-Mishra combination again that does the damage for Live Pools, who, even though there's a long way to go in this game, are on target to be 2 wins from 2 games. Over the top, looking to Pakora. Pakora heads it once, heads it twice. Eventually he's crowded out of it, and anywhere will do for FC Bandra. Kaivalya just pleased to get it away. They want to get this second goal before half-time. Vikram Asamo, Pakora! Oh, they want handball there. They're asking for handball, Live Pools. Nothing doing, but it's a relentless purple wave at the moment. Pakora, oh, they both dummied it, but only one of them meant it. Out to Daniel Knott. Will he pull the trigger? Out wide. This is lovely. Mishra again, wishing past the post. There was a deflection. It's a corner, and the Live Pools are going through the gears now. Well, they've had a couple of bright moments, FC Bandra, in this first half, but Live Pools now are really putting them to the sword. In this opening game on Wednesday night, live Roots Premier League action on Bodog, brought to you by One Play Sports. Out it comes! And wide it goes. That's the closest that Sagar Sarathi's come to a goal so far. As Andy Von Eyck's introduction was short-lived, he's replaced by Varun Gupta. Keeper somewhat slicing the clearance, but he was put in a tricky spot there, did well to get it clear. Yash. Oh, they've eaten the offside trap. No, they haven't. And to his credit, Manthan Shah came out quickly anyway. Headed up by Issam Anirudh Shah. But FC Bandra have managed to weather that 3-minute storm from Live Pools. They have conceded a goal, but they're coming back now. Trying to hit back, but they may leave themselves short. Pakora does well. Varun Gupta. Pakora doesn't like the placement of the kick in. No one's listening to him, and the header comes in. Oh, what a chance to level it up. Divyan Batra should really have made it 1-0. It's a great ball in from Varun Gupta. And Divyan Batra had a great chance there to level it up with 4 minutes to go before half-time. Mishra somehow gets it to Pakora. Varun Gupta manages to get it away. Out to Vikram Asamo, who'll win the free kick there for the high challenge from Kshitij Sandikar. Well, it's going to be a free kick here. Don't think Dhruv Tahil's got the memo. Anthony Pakora and Mishra, the deadly duo for Live Pools, deep in debate here. So difficult with the Wolves only having to be 5 yards back to get a shot on target, a lone score, but most of Anthony Pakora from trying. He actually left that one. The outcome was the same. Asif Khan manages to win a corner, chasing back. Shot from Daniel Knott in the end, with Pakora acting as the decoy. Just under 3 to play to the end of the first half. Asif Khan's corner is a good one, but Mahesh Singh in truth never really looked like getting there.
मला माहित आहे ना तुम्ही मॅचला आहे ना तुला कशाला फोन करू तुझा अपॉइंटमेंट आहे ना
Live pools with only 3 purple shirts in the box, 3 men staying back. FC Bandra won't have any problem defending that. Driftahil picks it up. Oh, Yash might be able to take advantage of that Vikram Asamoah slip. Oh, really intelligent defending. Brilliant work from Sagar Sarathi. Anticipated that brilliantly. The live pool's number 27. Asif Khan. Pakor is a real nuisance, and he got a right engine on him, and he is intent on closing down. Pakor might get on the end of this. Squares it. Mishra for his second as he missed. Manavendra Mishra with the flag down and the goal at his mercy has somehow put that wide. I don't know whether to credit Driftahil with putting him off, but right on the stroke of half time, this game should have been out of sight. Live Pool's still leading 1-0, but it should be 2. Driftahil looking for the option, and the movement of Live Pools is really putting FC Bandra under pressure. You get the feeling there are more goals in this for the men in purple in the second half. Yash Patel now looks up for the option, tries to switch it ambitiously, only finds a purple head, and now Manavendra Mishra is onto this, and he manages to kick in out of his opposite number. Final seconds of the first half. Live Pools leading by a goal to 0. Chipped in. Daniel not unable to get there. That's a handball, surely. Well, that might have dodged a bullet there, FC Bandra. Look for all the world that came off the hand of, or the arm of, Ksijit Sankalakar. Varun Gupta, though, last time he had a kick in from this kind of range, it led to Divyan Batra almost scoring. Varun Gupta's delivery's been good to this point. Daniel Knott is right up against him. But they won't have time to take it. The 25 minutes is up. Varun Gupta doesn't like that decision after taking his time to try and play it in. But the first half comes to a conclusion with that 17th minute belter from Manavendra Mishra. The difference between the teams, they should have had a second really through Mishra just before half time. For FC Bandra, their best chance ahead of Divyan Batra. Pushed just wide. At half time, it's Live Pools 1, Bandra 0. Kill the mic, bro. Kill the mic. cut.
On, sir.
So second half match get underway. Can FC Bandra find a way back into this game? They had one clear-cut chance in the first half, but in truth, Liverpool's probably should be out of sight. And Mishra and Pakora. Mishra already coming up with his third goal of the season. He's the current leader in the Golden Boot race in these very early stages. Pakora from the kick-off! Well, that's the closest we've seen of those players that tried to go for glory straight from the kick-off. It seems a sensible tactic. There's the foul. He bought that one, didn't he? Very clever on the turn. Kai Vialya. He knew exactly what he was doing to get Anaru Shah to commit there. Played in. That's a good run on the far side. FC Bandra trying to come up with something. Asif Khan on the hustle. And he does well, Asif Khan. And they've got a break on. They've got one man in the middle at the moment. Back to Asif Khan. His cross-come shot is almost bizarrely punched into his own net by Manthan Shah, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he was clearing the danger. Behind it goes for the first corner of the second half, and it goes to FC Bandra. Can they upset the apple cart here by equalising? Saklikar it is to deliver. They've got numbers forward. Saklikar along the deck, deflected, could have gone anywhere. And Gaurav Asamal does the sensible thing and just belts it out for a kick-in to FC Bandra. Saklikar again, cross-come shot, and again it's an unconvincing stab at it from the keeper, who then redeems himself with a brilliant save. The on-rushing FC Bandra man Divyan Batra was entitled to go for that, but after initially fabbing at the cross in the second phase, Manthan Shah really redeemed himself there. Mishra. Sagar Sarathi with the cross. No nonsense defending from Varun Gupta. Unable to take it is Sarathi again. So Sarathi trying to be closed down by Batra, who's got to stay 5. Can Sarathi beat that first line of defence and find a purple head? Sarathi's cross comes to Mishra with a header. Pakor on the second phase, could have gone anywhere, but it dribbles out for a goal kick. Oh, that's a waste. And that's been the difference between the two teams, really. Liverpool's have looked more threatening coming forward. Triftar Hill's ball straight out on the full. Mishra looking for the flick to find Pakora. How many times are we going to say that this season? There's a shot from a mile out that wasn't a million miles away. Bold effort from Sagar Sarathi, who's certainly got a peg on him, we know that much. So he wasted the last chance to clear. Triftar Hill. This is better. Asif Khan. Asif Khan had his pocket picked by Vikram Asamal. And now Gaurav Asamal. This is as far forward as we've seen him this season. He stayed up. And it's a wasted journey as it turns out. Now he's got to trot back to occupy that centre-back spot. But look how good Anthony Pakor has been in covering Gaurav Asamal as he comes forward. And that really does illustrate an understanding between the Liverpool's players, determined to go one better than the last season when they were runners-up. Started the campaign with that 4-2 win against the Superheroes last week, and are 21.5 minutes away from going top of the league with play 2. 1-2. Oof. That was a late tackle on Kai Vilya. It's gone the other way against Sagar Sarathi. Mahesh Singh, oh, just asking too much of the on-rushing FC Bandra man, and another chance goes a begging. Trouble you have is, the more they push for the equaliser FC Bandra, you can't help but think one of either Pakora or Mishra, or possibly both, will make them pay the price. Sagar Sarathi cleverly leaves that for a kick-in. We know he's got good delivery, and just look at the physical presence of Mishra, Knott and Pakora all trying to get on the end of this. It's a worry for any defenders. Knott's trying to get there. It's well dealt with in the end by Varun Gupta. Asif Khan on the break. Can he get a shot away? Oh, not like that, he can't. Just not happening for them tonight so far, FC Bandra. Oh, that's a little bit naughty from Divyan Batra. Catches Sagar Sarathi. There's that familiar figure of Pakora, who sometimes acts as a decoy in these positions, but I fancy he might try and crack this with his right foot. If that ball's 5 yards away, I'm a Dutchman. How is he going to beat? Well, it's a three-man wall now, but Pakora still with work to do. Pakora cleverly plays it short into Sarathi, and that's a brilliant tackle. Oh, getting a little bit niggly there with Divyan Batra. Tempers beginning to fray with the pressure being ramped up here. It's a good tackle initially from Divyan Batra, that's for sure. Over to take this is Sagar Sarathi. Sagar Sarathi for Pakora. Good header downwards. Initially saved by the keeper, and Mishra with another chance. Well, on another night, Manavendra Mishra could have had a hat-trick. As it is, it's still only his goal that's separating the teams. Anthony Pakora going down there with an Oscar-worthy performance, trying to find a free kick, doesn't get it. Asif Khan misses out. He's not been able to be as influential in the game this week, Asif Khan, as he was last week. And that, I think you have to credit the organisation and defensive discipline of Liverpool CF. It's a powerful header from Sagar Sarathi. Liverpool's playing a good containing game. They've got defending to do now, though. And the keeper read that well, Manthan Shah. Just jockeyed Divyan Batra out of it. Dhruv Tahel's clearance. Pakora, Sagar Sarathi. Asif Khan. The handball there from Mishra, but they've got away with it. Looked like a blatant handball. Sagar Sarathi, toe poke into the scoreboard. That was a blatant handball for minor Manavendra Mishra, and the FC Bandra boys are furious it wasn't spotted. Varun Gupta giving referee Tambi plenty off the back of that one. Vikram Asamal. Gaurav Asamal, another one looking for a free kick that doesn't come. Referee Tambi letting everything go at the moment, but there's an offside call against FC Bandra. And just like that, we're 8 minutes into this second half. Still no further goals. So that 17th minute opener for Manavendra Mishra. Well watched and well headed away for FC Bandra by Mahesh Singh. Mishra not in the middle for a change. Out wide waiting for this. Is he going to leave it for Sagar Sarathi? No, he's not. Mishra gets on with it quickly. Pakora's there! Side netting. Well, at what point do you start asking the question, will Liverpool's come back to rule these missed chances? Mishra could have had a hat-trick. Pakora's had two gilt-edged opportunities. The only thing you're saying that's in their favour at the moment is that FC Bandra, with the exception of Divyan Batra, just don't look capable of coming forward.
Boys, come on, let's get the ball. Sit down.
Pakora. That's got awry. Asif Khan dropping deep. Might try and switch this. It's an ambitious switch. And it's gone badly wrong. Here's Sagar Sarathi's away here with options galore in the middle. And he couldn't find one of the three men waiting. Anthony Pakora for now has dropped back very, very deep. And there's a good run here from Divyan Batra, and more intelligent goalkeeping from Manthan Shah, who's got those leaves spot on so far tonight. Pakora, oh, good header across, what a goal that is! Pakora and Mishra for the second time tonight combined brilliantly. Manavendra Mishra with his 4th of the season, his 2nd of the game, laid on a plate with a knife and fork by Anthony Pakora, and Live Pools have got the points in the bag now. It's Live Pools 2, FC Bandra 0. Divyan Batra trying to reply straight away. Varun Gupta, well, this is damage limitation now, you feel, from FC Bandra, and they don't appear to be trying to limit it very well. That's going to be a free kick right on the edge of the box. Varun Gupta taking a chance, and Anthony Pakora, who's not averse to rolling round on the deck, is doing just that now. Who wants to bet me under £1? He's up on his feet and continues the game. I think he can smell more goals in this one. But he's staying down for full effect. They needn't worry about running the clock down, Live Pools. They're in cruise control now. They've got that 2nd goal buffer. As always, as a commentator, I'm always tempted to give the players on the floor, making out they've broken their legs, short shrift, because 99 times out of 100, they're back on their feet and bouncing around like Zebedee. I might have to stand corrected here. Do hope Anthony Pakora's not injured, of course. But to the shock of absolutely no one, least of all me, he's back up. With a limp, to be fair to him. How long will it take him to run this off? Well, they're playing with 7 at the moment. Mishra, Daniel Knott, Fardeen's come on to replace Pakora for now. But Pakora's literally walking that limp off, you can see just in the back shot there. Well, Mishra on a hat-trick. 2 last week, 2 this week. Can he get his 3rd? No, went for the audacious there. Been watching Lionel Messi against Real Betis, I think. Oh, that was a blatant push from Gaurav. Gaurav Asamoah protesting his innocence, but I think that's a free kick all day long. Speaking to referee Tanvi, he could talk the birds off the trees, Gaurav Asamoah, but he's not going to talk his way out of that one. Andy Van Eyck is back on. Now Anthony Pakora, to the surprise of no one, wants to come back on, having looked like he was going to be in hospital for 3 weeks a couple of minutes ago. Divyan Batra squares it. Asif Khan couldn't keep it down. And now Pakora will come back on. Andy Van Eyck on for Varun Gupta for FC Bandra, who are now 87 minutes without a goal in this season's competition. Pakora's back. Andy Van Eyck giving it away. Mishra's in acres of space. Is this the hat-trick? Oh, he's messed it up. Well, no word of a lie. Manavendra Mishra should have had 4 or 5 goals tonight. As it is, it's not going to cost them that dearly. Pakora for the spectacular! Well, they're turning on now, Live Pools. This is exhibition stuff now.
Look behind you for support.
Mayur.
Vikram Asamoah. Pakora, oh, that's a delightful touch. Daniel Knott, Mishra waits in the middle. Can they find Mishra? Well, that was beautiful from Pakora, and he's managed to keep it in again. Daniel Knott, Pakora running up the walls, looking for Mishra on the cross. Well, that triumvirate of Knott, Pakora and Mishra is going to be a handful. We're only a game, not even 2 games into the league for both these teams so far, but you have to say Live Pools are establishing themselves as red hot favourites to walk away with the Roots Premier League. Brought to you by Bodog, Bandra North Division. Big thanks to our sponsors, of course, OnePlay, broadcasting these pictures live all over the world on their networks. our outdoor branding partner at the Flag Company, Mikwa, our hydration partner, and the Royal Pressery, our beverage partner, as it's a corner to Live Pools. I think that might be their first quarter of the half. With 10 minutes to go to full time. Can they make it 3-0? Mishra, another one who's looking for the hat-trick, but that's out for a goal kick.
Don't fly, Vicky, don't fly.
Oh, we're taking a heavy touch there. They're away with it here. Sarathi drags it wide. Sagar Sarathi. Well, Live Pools could be 6 or 7 up now. It's one-way traffic. They've broken the hearts of FC Bandra, who are going to go scoreless for the second week on the spin. Of course, they did pick up the point for the draw last week in the 0-0 draw against Bombay Kings. But they're getting heavily beaten here, and it's getting very, very embarrassing. Mishra on the turn. If this stays 2-0 for the next 10 minutes, I'll be amazed. You get the feeling Live Pools could score as many as they like. And it's to their credit, Live Pools. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, boys. Yeah, that's it.
Asif Khan. That's a good ball from Asif Khan. Maybe should have gone for that Carvalho on the full. As it is, it's out for a goal kick. But Asif Khan is played down the left side in the first half and the right side in the second half. Gaurav Asamoah trying his luck from a mile out. Rock steady at the middle of the back. Gaurav Asamoah. Mishra with a flick on. This could drop to Daniel Knott. Asif Khan recovers very well. And Asif Khan eventually is bullied out of it by Daniel Knott, who does brilliantly. Sarathi looking for Mishra again. Asif Khan knocks it inside to Mahesh Singh. Asif Khan inside to Mahesh Singh. I think if you offered them 2-0 now, FC Bandra, they'd probably take it. That's how one-sided this second half has been. Over the top, the flag stays down here. Pakora's in for his first of the game, turns, gets the shot away and couldn't keep it down. Pakora stands up well. This will come to Mishra. Oh, and that's going to be a foul called on Mahesh Singh. Careless there. Pakora. Looks like he's going to have another go for goal here. Will he try and slide it through? Pakora. Straight into the wall. How many times have we seen free kicks wasted like that already this season? This could come to Daniel Knott. He's onside and taking it first time it's over the bar. I think he was being played on there. They don't like the decision, FC Bandra, but I think he was being played on. Dhruv Tahil's clearance is picked up again. It's a relentless purple wave now. Vikram Asamoah. Still Vikram Asamoah. That's brilliant. Nearly got it back, just couldn't quite link up with Anirudh Shah on that occasion. Well, we've seen how tight these games can be throughout the course of last week's 3 match nights, and for Live Pools to win 2 on the spin, and not just 2 on the spin, but 2 on the spin by more than a 1-goal margin, gives you an indication of just how strong they're looking. Foul given again against Gaurav Asamoah, who again puts his head in his hands as if to say, "Who, sir, me, sir?" Running into the back of Divyan Batra. They want to take this quickly with Saklikar. He leaves it to Mahesh Singh. He's got the runner on the outside, which is Kaivilya, but Mahesh Singh's going to go for goal. I think we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that Manthan Shah had that covered all the way as we approach the final 5 minutes.
Who's coming out? Yeah, play. It's a rolling substitute. You come out.
Well, Manavendra Mishra's night is done. He won't be getting the hat-trick. He comes off. Pakora still looking for his first goal. And having seen the defence softened up by Manavendra Mishra, can Fardeen take advantage now as he plays the last 5 minutes? Oh, that's well picked up by Sagar Sarathi. Daniel Knott has been really good. He deserves a goal for his work rate alone today. And they're swarming all over FC Bandra now at live pools. Skipper's just calming it down, Anirudh Shah. Pakora wants to get on the end of this. Unable to do so. Daniel Knott. Oh, Daniel Knott committed really well there. The level of commitment's been really strong, and Daniel Knott's finally waving the white flag, asking for the substitution to be made. But just as he asks for it, he gets the ball back, tries to square it for Pakora. There's no one near Pakora, and the flag stayed down here. Well, live pools finally, I think, just trying to run the clock down, are they? Oh, flicked header from Anirudh Shah is wide. Daniel Knott's begging to be substituted off, and substituted off he is. Alok is on. Alex Sohi is on in his place. So certainly in terms of personnel, they're weakened now, live pools, but you get the feeling FC Bandra could play till Diwali, never mind Holi, and still not score in this game. A much weakened live pools. Can they take advantage? Asif Khan. Asif Khan manages to get the cross in. Andy Von Eyck is there. Touches it away. The shot's going to come in, and that sums their night up over the bar, and never threatening the goal from Kaivalya. Andy Von Eyck is off again. Don't think he likes that decision. Varun Gupta wants to bring himself back on. Alok put it out of it, and that's come off a white boot, I think, but just to be safe, Manthan Shah doesn't pick it up. Pakora now. Get the feeling he's going to drive through the middle and score in a minute. Oh, not with a second touch like that, he won't. But this game is over. Stick a fork in it. It's done. The live pools are going to be played 1-2 after this. FC Bandra played 2, drawn 1, and now lost 1. But crucially, from their point of view, still no goals so far this season, and you cannot win football matches unless you score. It's glaringly obvious, and you just don't know where their goals are going to come from this campaign, the way things are going. Oh, nice flick on from Pakora, and the chase is on here for Anirudh Shah, putting them under all kinds of pressure. The keeper's coming, they're getting in each other's way. Asif Khan, did he run that out of play? No, says the referee, but he's given it up to Anirudh Shah, and they'll get the kick in here with just 2 minutes to play, live at St Andrews in the heart of Mumbai, India's most vibrant city. It's the second week of matches in the Roots Premier League, brought to you by Bodog, and live pools are heading to the top of the table. Reminder, still 3 games to come after this. Sharks and Daredevils, Superheroes and Titans, and Warriors and Kings, all brought to you live on One Play with our other partners, branding partner at the Flag Company, our hydration partner at Mikwa, and our beverage partner at the Raw Pressery. Divyan Batra, blocked again. Alok, heavy ball, just too heavy as it turned out, and Dhruv Tahil able to run it out. 90 seconds to go. Yash is on. Alok Sakhi's cameo didn't last very long, but it's been a thoroughly professional performance from the live pools. It took them 17 minutes to make the breakthrough, but once Manavendra Mishra gave them the lead, in truth, they never looked like ceding it. Mishra with his second of the match, his 4th of the season. With 15 to go, that was a blatant handball there from Fardeen. He'll be lucky not to be booked for that. That's how blatant it was. Final 60 seconds. Sagar Sarathi. He's had another good game. Sarathi, Knott, Pakora, Mishra, Gaurav Asamoah, team full of top-notch performers both last week and tonight. Here's Danny Knott having had his rest. He's back on to see out the last seconds. Heavy touch from Knott. He's given this up. Typically wins it back. Gaurav Asamoah drifts that one over the top, looking for the run of Fardeen. Look at this. Live pools are sending a message out in these first 2 weeks of football matches. You have to make them red hot favourites to win the North Boundary Division here. And now the final 10 seconds of the clock will be run down. And this is going to be a 2-0 win for Live pools. And Manavendra Mishra double, his third and fourth goals of the season against a disappointing FC Boundary team coming forward. They don't lack anything in spirit and effort, but they've been thoroughly outplayed here. It's finished Live pools 2, FC Boundary 0. Stay with us for the Sharks and the Daredevils next.
ऑडियो कट है